From 13 ABC Action News, this is a breaking news alert.
Well, a horse barn on fire in Middleton Township, that's in the Perrysburg Township area, reports of an animal trapped inside.
And now firefighters say some of the horses didn't make it. Smoke could be seen shooting in the air at Fantasy Acres along Roachton Road. 13 ABC's Lisa Guyton tracking the breaking details. Lisa.
Lee and Diane, a devastating day here in Wood County. Fantasy Acres is the farm here along Roachton Road. 4 horses and a donkey did not survive the blaze that tore through this farm this afternoon. I'm joined now by Chief Ruiz from Perrysburg. Chief, start out by telling us what happened and what you found when your crews arrived here.
Yes, we received notification of a barn fire in Middleton Township. It's a volunteer department, so they had to gather the resources immediately. We were fortunate enough to be down the street. We were able to get an engine out here, and they're the first ones to arrive on scene and conduct a knockdown. Apparently, when they got here, there was already flames shooting through the roof of the barn, so it gotten a really good start on us beforehand. With the way the wind is going on right now, it really fed into the fire, so it took off. Obviously, things inside, hay, straw, a lot of combustibles, so it's really going to take off. So it really got away from us pretty quick.
The other thing is that people who know horses know that it is extremely difficult to get them out in any fire situation. There were about 20 horses at this facility. Many of them did survive. In fact, they're out in the pasture behind us right now, but difficult, if not impossible, to get those other horses out of that barn.
Obviously, and knowing this family, they take to those horses like as if they were family. Fortunately, there were 4 that deceased and also a donkey that didn't make it. But that's the only thing we've gotten so far. There was no injuries as far as residents of the property or firefighters at this time.
And that is what I kept hearing over and over again from people here. If you have horses, you know that they are like family. And so this is a devastating loss. Children across the street took lessons here. This is a big hit for this community.
Absolutely. They're a big part of this area, this neighborhood. So obviously they took this to heart.
Always difficult to fight any kind of a fire, especially difficult when you have those combustibles like hay and straw and old wooden barns or structures. And then you have the heat compounding everything. Talk about that.
Yeah, the heat is obviously going to be a factor, and the wind. The wind is just really taking off, and it got ahead of us right away. But fortunately, when we did a defensive attack, we were able to provide enough water for the structure, and the firefighters that did arrive on scene. We have 5 different departments here on scene, so we have plenty of people that were ready to take care of the situation. We're rotating them through as we go, so we're looking out for them, making sure they're hydrated and making sure they're not overworked.
Not easy to find a cause, and oftentimes in these barn fires and in a lot of fires. Talk about what happens next. How do you search for the cause?
Well, right now what we're doing is we're digging through all the debris. We're separating the metals from the woods and kind of cooling the metal off so that we can dig down into the debris and see if there's anything that we can see. Obviously, it's going to be difficult because it's so much devastation there. So we're going to get a lot of our information from interviews, people that were driving by, people that had noticed the fire initially. So we're going to get a lot of information that we got fortunate enough to get some early photographs. So we're going to look at those as well, and hopefully we can find a determination.
Thank you so much for taking time out, Chief, during this devastating investigation here at this scene. A lot of horse people in the community have been reaching out, asking how they can help. We're going to work on those details as well. Reporting live in Middleton Township, Lisa Guyton, 13 ABC Action News.